Social media. Where do I even begin? I have looked at plenty of studies for this video, and then I thought, for what? We all know that excessive screen consumption is causing all sorts of negative issues. Worse attention spans, worse decision making, emotional desensitization, cognitive overload, and so on. We all know of this and we all want to get rid of this. Kinda? Or maybe be able to control it at least. I want to make one point clear from the beginning. Our phone can be a very valuable tool. Social media can be important for voices to be heard. It can be a very important part of your life if you don't have access to other ways to connect or to socialize. It can be a place of self-expression, of creativity, and also of having fun, until it is not. My first question for you would be, what are you lacking if you are not on your phone? Our phone gives us a sense of connection. And maybe there is certain questions already arising. What if I cannot stay on track with what everyone else is up to? What if I don't get the latest news? What if I don't get the latest gossip? What would it be that you are lacking if you were the only one in your entire friend group in the world who did not have access to social media? Our phone creates a fake sense of connection. It gives us the feeling of being connected to people around us, of being connected to people that we cannot see on a daily basis, maybe. It makes us feel a part of something. And of course, if this would be lacking, if you would suddenly have space, quietness, emptiness, what you might be afraid you would be missing out on is social interactions and social connections. The first very important part to repair are actual real-life social connections. And now you might come up with thoughts in your head saying, but I like being alone, but I love living alone. I'm an introvert, I need my free time, I need my space, I cannot really do other people. It's not really my thing. They exhaust me, they drain me. And I have learned to be really comfortable with myself. And if you say that, I congratulate you, because a lot of people cannot be on their own. But the question is, if you are spending your alone time on your phone trying to connect to strangers in the internet, is that actual alone time? The whole thought process of, I don't need anyone, is actually or can actually be quite destructive. We need to start forcing ourselves to go out even if we don't want to. We need to start forcing ourselves to get out of our comfort zone, to try that new fitness class that you might have always wanted to try, but you are maybe a little insecure of going to. We might have to get out of our comfort zone to start a conversation while we are waiting in line in the supermarket. Like, all of these things are very teeny tiny interactions that we can have with each other outside of a screen. And I know that it can be really hard if you don't have any friends around, if maybe people are busy. Friendships, especially in this day and age, kind of depends on where you live, but I personally think it is more difficult in adulthood to form new friendships. But we cannot let our mind go to places of, I don't need anyone else. I'm just saying, question the beliefs you have around connections. Powerlessness. Powerlessness is the feeling of not being able to achieve anything in your life, of not being able to move anything, to influence people, to influence your life even. The feeling of having a valuable place in this world. We were made to think meta, because if I open up my phone, I can get news from all around the world if I wanted to. We think in countries, we think in continents, we think in bigger parts of the world. Of course, this can be very overwhelming at times. It is impossible for one human being alone to change the direction our world is heading onto. And if you have the feeling that you feel powerless at the moment and you feel almost unable to move in your own life, I need you to pull back and to focus on the influence that you actually have. But I also want to shift your mind to a part of yourself that might be afraid of this to happen, of influence to happen, of impact you can potentially have. What would happen if you would actually choose to have an impact? It might be the case that everyone around you is not moving. We are all spending a lot of time in front of our screens. So why would I move? Why would I want to go a different way? I'm already so unconnected and I already feel so alone that if I start heading against what everyone else is doing, what the collective might be pushing us into doing, it might end and result in me being even less connected. And also, be honest to yourself. Might there be a part in yourself that is actually quite comfortable where it is right now? Is there a part of you that actually likes that it doesn't have to give its all? Our phone suggests endless opportunities. You can be this, you can do that, you can be the next star there, you can go to space. You know, people have been going to space now. If you just get this one single product, this is gonna fulfill you. This is gonna change your life. If you just do this specific program, finally, everything will change for you. This will make your life better. And this time, actually. I'm gonna hold your hand when I'm saying this. You cannot have it all. Social media is suggesting many ways to live, with new wellness trends coming up, with people moving countries, with endless education. And you need to understand that you cannot have all of this. You need to close doors, you need to focus, and you need to decide on something. Because otherwise, what is happening is that you stay in the exact same spot that you are in at the moment. Paralyzed with so many options of what you could be doing, but essentially coming into action whatsoever. Okay, but look, everything is already out there. There's literally no space for me. Everything is already out there, yes. But this cannot stop you from doing your own thing and from also starting to chase after what you love doing. Yes, there are plenty of books out there, but there is not yours. Yours is still missing. Social media may portray to work against each other because we have to fight for awareness and for visibility. And as someone who works in digital marketing, I can tell you that yes, advertising spaces are highly competitive. But you are not a company, you are not a product. You can work together with others, and in fact, you need to work together with other people. I think this is the most important aspect to understand. In order for us to grow, in order for our human species to evolve, we need each other. And in order for us to change directions of the world, we need a bigger community. If you take one thing from this video though, I want you to use the platforms with intention. Ask yourself whenever you pull up your phone, you go on your laptop and type in certain platforms, what do I want to know in that moment? Why do I need this content right now? Who do I actually like following? Who do I want to listen to because I get very valuable information? And why does that help me at this point in time? And yes, this can also be the need for entertainment. Because with this approach, you will take the power back to yourself and actually get all the advantages and perks that our phone and that social media has and can give you. Thank you for watching this video.